Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, I got the last and final of the whole group of concept knives that I had here at one time to check out. I've got this one. This is the Micarta Kryo, the full size. I just reviewed the Shard. I reviewed the Warrior. I reviewed the Sprite. May have another one coming here down the line. But we're going to talk a little bit about the Kryo. I mean, this is a Micarta version. It's same as the Kryo specs-wise, really, as far as length and stuff that I've reviewed previously. But we're going to talk about this one a little bit, and then I'm going to kind of go into what I've learned about the concept knives so far as a whole. So, let's do that. Let's get on with the Micarta Kryo. The Micarta, I mean, you guys know I'm digging on some Micarta. This is no exception. It's really pretty grippy. It might be polished a little bit, but it's got great grip on it. Open construction, again, full Micarta. You've got nested liners in there, stainless liners. You've got a stainless pocket clip, right hand, tip up carry only. We'll definitely be talking about that here in a little bit. Not overly deep carry, but yay, sticking out of your pocket. Again, the Micarta chamfered very nicely. Now you can imagine Micarta, this is going to be more of a budget option, which is good. The regular Cryos weren't too bad, but you've got this Micarta. You also have a G10 version, so very nice variety for the Kryo. Everything's chamfered really well. Overall, we gotta check the centering. We didn't check the centering. We gotta do that. Not bad. Not bad at all. Maybe off to the show side just a bit. Just a little. Nothing too major. There you go. The Kryo drop point. You do have the blade hole. I can Spidey flick it. Woohoo! Yay! You do have the flipper. The flipper, that could definitely... I mean, that does really look like a bird right there. The eye, the beak, is a little bit of a pocket pecker. It does kind of stick out there just a little bit. You could probably tone that down just a hair, but D2 on this blade, stonewashed finish. Where's your words? There's your words. Of course, designed by Kim Ning, Kryo. Where's it at? It's hiding from us. There it is. You got model number and D2 right there above the scale. Jimping's done pretty darn well. Kind of a ramp, a little one. Locks me in really well. As far as the Micarta scales go, oh yeah, the scales feel really good. Everything's chamfered very nicely. Choil, not bad. Not too bad at all. One thing I pointed out on the Shard, oh yeah, oh, detent, yeah, yeah. Again, if you flip it, it's gonna come out. You don't have to, maybe that's why I can Spidey flick it too. Again, we'll talk about that here in a bit. Good size for me. Let's just refresh our specs. So you're looking at about 8 inches overall. Handle length, you're looking at about 4 3/8 ish. Your blade length is going to be right about 3.5, maybe just a little more. With that choil, that knocks it right around 3.5. Blade length and cutting edge is, you're circling right around that 3.5. You know, once you get over 3, that's where your legality kind of comes in. But yeah, you're bouncing right around that 3.5 inch mark for your blade length and cutting edge. Weight, 111 grams, or 3.9 ounces. Now, I forget right off the top of my head, so you know what? I'm going to cheat. I'm going to look, because I can. And we got, what, 3.9 ounces there on the Micarta version. They give a weight on the titanium version of 4.31. So you're looking at about, potentially about almost half an ounce difference between the Micarta and the titanium. Now, overall, and you know, this is where I'm going to kind of get into what I've learned about Kansept knives. The ones I've had the opportunity to check out. Like I said, I've had both the titanium cryo and mini cryo. I've had the Micarta cryo. I've had the Warrior. I've had the Shard. I've had the Sprite. And I think we have the Spirit that's coming. So it'll be interesting to see that one. There's two things I've learned about Kansept knives really as a whole. Their detents could be dialed in a little better. The detent on this one, it's pretty weak. It really is. Not as, I mean, yeah, it's weak. It opens pretty easy. Like I said, that's probably why I can Spidey flick it, because I can. But yeah, this one, I still have the Shard here. Let's look at the Shard. I mean, there again, the Sprite was close. It was really, really close to being tuned the way I would expect, you know, a detent to be tuned. You could still fail it, but you had to try harder to fail it. The Shard, yeah, this one, I mean, this one's pretty darn easy to fail. So, definitely, the Warrior, I could shake the Warrior open. It had a little bit longer blade on it too, so, you know, that kind of played an effect. But then again, that detent was a little weak. So, detents. If they dial in their detents just a little bit, yes. Yes, indeed. The other thing, pocket clips. This right here is no bueno for me. I get it in hand. Yeah, it's sticking me. Yeah, that would wear. Well, it does. It gets old quick. That's really the best way to put it. I mean, I don't want to. I can't. It's the way it is. It would get old quick. If I was going to keep that, I would really have to try to tone that down. And coming from this side, it's actually a little. It's kind of uncomfortable. You know, when you catch your hand in this direction on the pocket clip, yeah, it's uncomfortable. So if I were to have this, like I said, I would really have to tone that clip down some. Do something. That clip would have to be modified. Again, my opinion. Now, the pocket clip. It goes for the titanium ones too. The ramp. It's not really good. The ramp on the pocket clip. I think, what was this? Tucson. That reminds me of the earlier Tucson clips. The titanium clips they were using. It just got that pop when it goes in your pocket. A little bit more ramp on the clip, and yeah, it would be good. So the two things that I don't want to say negative, but they are kind of. The two negative things about Kansept, got to dial in those detents, and the pocket clips need a little bit of work. Now, I got those things out of the way. I got the yucky out of the way. Dude, I am digging the designs that Kansept is coming out with, and Kim Ning. I love the designs. Man, this thing, the Shard, is... I mean, it's this close to being an absolutely fantastic knife. It's super comfortable. I love the blade shape, the carbon fiber, and Aesthetically, I love this knife. But the detent and the pocket clip are detractors. This is a pocket knife. It should be easy in and out of pocket. But I was done with that. I don't want to talk about those things anymore. We got those out of the way. The designs, and for other than what I've already talked about, the build quality and action seems really, really good on every single one of these knives. I think, in my personal opinion, Kansept dials in that detent a little bit, tweaks the pocket clips just a hair. They're well on their way to having absolutely fantastic knives. And those two little things would kick them up to just the next level in my mind, for me, without a question. Now, would the pocket clip issue and the detent issue keep me from buying them? On the Shard, no. I can live with it. Those are things I can live with. They're not like, I wouldn't trash the whole, brand just because of those two little things. No, they still deploy fine. They operate fine. They're well built. They're great looking knives. It's one, okay, I'll put up with a little bit of a weak detent. Or okay, I'll put up with it popping in my pocket a little bit. Now this one would definitely, that one definitely needs some work for me. That pocket clip is pretty uncomfortable for me. But overall, I really, really think Kansept is doing some really awesome stuff. Like I said, they've got the budget line now, the Kryo. I mean, the Micarta Kryo, $56. That's pretty good. D2, Micarta, yeah, it's not bad. The G10 version, let's see, you've got a carbon fiber D2 version, $68. Not bad. Not bad for the Kryo. Let's see, what do we got? G10 version of the Kryo. D2 blade steel. $58.99. Not bad. Not bad at all. Then you get into your titaniums, your higher grade steels like the S35BNs. You're looking at $200 on the Kryo. The Shards run right about that as well for the titanium carbon fiber D2. I believe, if I remember right, the Timascus version of the Shard was like $234, and then your plain titanium clip was like $204. So they're doing some great things. They're offering a wide variety of knives, which I like that. Maybe down the road, we might see, well, let's just take a look. Because you've got the Shard, and there's a few different versions of the Shard, too. Now, you've got a Shard with a Timascus inlay. Now you're talking about $300, so that's a big chunk of Timascus coming across there where that carbon fiber is. You've got copper and green titanium. That one runs about $196. You're getting pretty premium materials, and you're paying probably about what I would expect. The Kim Ning coming over from Kaiser. I mean, getting into a Kaiser knife, you're pretty much starting about $250. For a lot of different Kaiser knives. So overall, I think Kansept is doing really, really good things. Tune up a couple of other things, and you've got some seriously, seriously fantastic knives on your hand. Completely my opinion. You can agree, you can disagree. That's why there's so many different types of knives out there. There's got to be something out there for everybody, to be perfectly honest with you. But thank you very much. Thanks again to Peter, a Therapeutic Edge. Both the Kryo, the Micarta Kryo, and the Shard are on loan from him, which are on loan from Kansept. So thank you very much, Kansept, and to Peter. Terrific. Greatly appreciate the opportunity to check out these knives. Thank to you guys for coming and checking them out with me. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment, You know I love talking to you. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.